Another Goodwill retail arbitrage video. Hope you guys enjoy these, and hopefully you can make a comment if I miss something that's worth the money to pick up and flip for cash. Um, just coming into this Goodwill that I don't come to often, only because it's a little further down the road. And the first thing I like to see is the shoes. Sometimes I'll catch a brand new pair of shoes, but unfortunately this time I didn't see anything. And this particular Goodwill, I noticed they're overpriced their shoes, unlike my local neighborhood Goodwill. So this particular Goodwill, I like to hit this aisle first. This is the generic Target stuff at this particular aisle, and I like this cup, but I didn't see any name brand on there, so I decided not to get it. But here they have tons of books, and now I've spent some time scanning some of these books, and to no solution have I ever found something worth spending on. So, but anyways, they also have lots and lots of albums. Some of these you'd be surprised actually, in brand new shrink wrap and everything. So, but here, one of my favorite parts of the Goodwill store is the end caps, and these particular end caps have a lot of cool little things in there, but nothing worth a while to selling. I tried to look up a few things, but couldn't find anything. And this is stuffed or plush bear city here, and this guy, I thought he was the coolest. He did have a barcode. He didn't come up on Amazon. I noticed that. Sorry about the poor camera work. I'm on my phone. I do have a GoPro, which I do have to get that together. But I did scan this, and I couldn't find it on Amazon, but I did find it on eBay. And there was two. I did the filter to show me how many sold, and there was two sales. One for $19.99 and one for $25 even. So I said, well, if I can make anywhere near $25, and I think the bear was $6.49, and it was very light. So here I found actually some smaller versions of the bears, but I don't think they would have been as worth as the bigger size. So I just picked that up and carried it with me and see if I can find something else. You'd be surprised. People love to shop these baskets. I particularly don't care for them, but I still look through the aisle. You never know what you'll miss, right? And this particular aisle has a lot of junk. I was looking for calculators, but sometimes you'll find them underneath some of these desktop calculators, because I have flipped quite a few calculators, and for a good buck too. I did find this guy, but I thought it was going to be worth the money, but I said, well, who knows? It looks kind of old and aged. So, and I think later on in the video you'll see that I actually found quite the stack of them, and I did actually price those, and they were not even on there. Were on Amazon, but they didn't even have a rating, and they have a $0 value. So, unlike others where they had something worth. I thought this was really cool. I could put this out in the sun. I'd probably get some really nice light out of this, but I noticed it was just too heavy, so I didn't really care for it. Again, another end cap, and here we have just a lot of appliances that I don't think I've ever bought. Well, wait a minute. I have in the past. I bought a bread maker, and I flipped that on eBay for like $60, but it had the original box and the original manual, and it didn't look like it was actually used. So I was successfully able to flip it, and I think I paid something like $10 for it, or 10 or 12. I thought this was something special, but it just turned out to be old wipers for some kind of large truck or something. So I was like, oh, never mind then. So here's like 90s camera, and it was kind of funny to show it to you guys. And here's the adapters again. They make a second appearance, as I mentioned earlier. And I scanned them. This is where I actually had to attach the videos because I scanned them and horrible. And there were some other ones that were identical but a different brand. They were actually have great rating on Amazon and they were selling for 19 bucks. But I'm just too chicken to, and I don't think it's honest to sell the wrong brand under something else just to make $1 or $2. So I didn't do that. I try to stay honest as possible. Oh, the mug section. So I have successfully sold one mug on eBay. So congratulations to me. And so watching this guy that does shop for nothing but mugs has gotten me intrigued about these mugs. And I know that I'm looking for a specific one, such as the location mugs for Starbucks. And I think I found a Dunkin' Donuts location mug one time. Not at this store, but it wasn't worth much, and it was cool. Oh, this one was really cool. I really like this. I love Dubai. It actually had a barcode, but I couldn't find it on either Amazon or eBay. So, but I almost grabbed this. I thought this was a very, very cool mug. But I just don't like selling things if I don't know what they're worth. When I first started doing retail arbitrage, I thought this was a Beatles mug, but it's not. Well, anyways, when I started doing retail arbitrage, I picked up a lot of things that I didn't know the value worth, and some of them are still in my garage and my storage unit. But you learn your lesson, you move on, and I actually have gotten quite a little better at actually identifying what I can sell and sticking to items that I can flip for cash. So I am looking for a specific mug that I sold recently on eBay. I didn't make too much, but I did buy it for like $1.50, and I sold it for $9.99 plus shipping. I think I mentioned in my previous video, but not finding anything nearby. This was an interesting one, the one with the presidents. I think the last president they had on there was Obama. And I saw this mug last week, and it's still here. But yeah, I just keep on looking at the mug. Now, I'm not no mug expert by any means, but if I do see something that I think may be worth researching, I'll definitely get it. If I can see if I can flip it for some cash. The only problem that I see with selling mugs is that you have to spend a lot of money in packaging materials. Bubble wrap, a box versus a teddy bear where I can just ship it and they stuff it in a large envelope. But it's not too bad. This one I thought was cool, but I thought I'd actually buy it as a gift, but my gosh, it was extremely heavy. So I kind of passed on that as well. This store actually, I like their some of their end caps. They color code them, and you'll see this one was blue, and later in the video on the other side of this end cap, this aisle, you'll see a green for St. Patrick's Day, and everything is green on there. So that's funny. I thought these were Uggs, but to my surprise they were not Uggs. So, which I have successfully done very, very well when I find these Uggs in decent condition, even if used. I have successfully sold a few, and I think that last pair I sold, I think it was bought it for $6, and I flipped them for almost $30, $29, $38 or something like that. That was the last bid on eBay. And I also sold a pair in person on OfferUp. So that was a good deal. They took one look at them and they just grabbed them and handed over the cash, no questions asked. They did check the size. Other than that, so here's some other shoes, which again, I'm not a shoe expert, but if I see a pair I like for myself or to flip it, I'll definitely have. I have sold some shoes, and shoes I do a little better at them, but I do look them up. There is a number to brand name shoes. There's a number where you can actually look them up. This shoe, I have no idea why it's got a little metal bar across. If you guys know what is up with the shoe, I have no clue. Not clothes. I don't particularly buy or sell clothing. Only because when I first started doing retail arbitrage, I spent too much time, energy, and money on buying decent clothing. And I think the whole time since I started, oh, here's the green area, the St. Patrick end cap. When I started doing retail arbitrage, I pretty much stayed away from clothes. This is a cool cap, but believe it or not, they wanted almost $10 for this cap. They wanted 9 something. I was like, what? I was hoping to make at least 10, 12 bucks, but if it was a couple of bucks, but this was a pretty cool cap. I really like this hat, but oh well, you know, I'm sure there's other things I can flip. But this is a cool end cap. And now this end cap looks a little combo of pink, and that one over there looks a little reddish. And towards the end of my tour of this particular store, which I actually use the same route for this particular store, is the old glass, behind the glass stuff that's locked. And the only thing I noticed, and I went around to take a second look, it's actually a Minecraft watch. But, so I did call someone to show it to me a little closer. I want to see if it powers up. But I was hoping, you know, I could make a few bucks out of it. It wasn't that expensive. But if anything, if I couldn't sell it, I'd give it to my nephew. He's a huge Minecraft gamer. But other than that, I didn't see much in there. I think I bought a few things in the past in this case, but not much. Only because I think they're overpriced. And you'd be surprised. I'll go to some of the Goodwills, and some of the stuff that's in there now locked, I will see it actually unlocked in other Goodwills. Oh, so here's back to my Winnie the Pooh. And I think this is where I will end